Good morning, everybody. GM, it's Cat Dad. And I want to cover something that just came out pretty recently that is really, really awesome and is showing the true power and capabilities of what our beloved MoonCats can be like in the metaverse. And if you've already looked up at the tabs, you can see it's the World Wide Web. As we've discussed, over the course of the last few months, I've been putting these videos out. And since the rediscovery of MoonCats, they haven't voted very well in the PFP war, right? It's been a little bit of a tough sale. And that's been more of the PFP movement's a little bit more of a Web 2 play than a Web 3. And as we know what Web 3 is, right? Your wallets integrate into all of these different metaverses. We could use our avatars and our cats with interoperability and cross compatibility between all of these different games and utilities and so forth. And so this game that just came out that was developed right here, as you could see by Mr. Hacker.eth, is this Pixelverse, a dystopian pixel metaverse on the Ethereum blockchain. Basically, the team is integrating all of the pixelated NFTs and has built a game. And I played a little bit of it just to kind of browse around before we go do this walkthrough. And I have to say, this really, really opened my eyes and made me very, very bullish on MoonCats. And I tweeted this earlier today that, and you'll understand why once we go through this little tutorial. PFPs are more of a Web 2 play. And then MoonCats are Web 3. They're going to be, this really opened my eyes to being the pets of the metaverse. They're the first pet NFT, cat NFT, and they don't do well in PFP wars, but they do well, and they will do very well in the metaverse. So as you can see here, there's a lot of people out here playing, and excuse my computer for being very, very slow. So we're just going to browse through this a little bit. You sign in with your wallet, right? And then you have avatars that you could choose, and I have none. So I'm gonna have fun staying poor doing that. But what you can do is you can click here and you can find some pets. And you can choose your MoonCat as a pet, which is really cool, right? We all love our pets. In the real world, we oftentimes change our appearance every day, whether it's your clothes, your haircut, your shoes, anything of that nature, right? We get a tan, so we change our skin tone, but we only change our pets due to biological limitations, right? Unfortunately, our cats pass away with their biological beings. But if that weren't the case, we'd probably keep our pets forever. And as we know, cats do really well on the internet. And so just browsing around this game and walking and seeing, Mr. Moo, who's the first named MoonCat, and here's another MoonCat right there, just walking around this metaverse, and we see Bvol's in it as well. And once he watches this, you're probably going to be really excited to see that they made this video. Who else? We see Lasagna Fund on the couch. And I'm not going to go and play this too much. I just wanted to show you guys kind of like the cool part to it. And you can see there's like a game component to it, right? Something's going down in the gardens, and then they have you run around filling all of these different tasks. But you could sit here and you see up in the top left corner that there's a chat going on, right? So everyone in here is live with these avatars, and there's MoonCats running around, and they're all designed, and it's just cool. And also see with Mr. Moo, he's got stunner shades on and a suit. This shows the capabilities of on-chain wearables. I've been discussing this for months now on why I was so bullish and excited about the boutique. Some people like to think the boutique is a little bit of a money funnel, but once you see the accessories come to life in this metaverse and that you can customize your cat to whatever your liking is, I think that's going to capture a lot of excitement and enjoyment, because now you can create your cat or you can dress your cat and accessorize it to how you feel is best suited for not yourself, but maybe that favorite pet that you have in reality. And so there are some other cool things, right? You could have the hilarity of I have Mr. Pooper right here, who is MoonCat 1015. And he was actually named Mr. Pooper in 2017. Now he's hopping around with some poop behind him. And that's right. That's kind of funny. So now you get to have the meme enjoyment as well. And I really predict in the future, we're going to have name brand designers coming into the boutique, whether it's IRL brands like Louis Vuitton or whatever, Michael Kors or whatever, coming down and doing it, Coca-Cola, or it's a designer that has built themselves in the cryptoverse and is coming in to design these cats. So here we go. I'm going to show you something else, which is kind of funny, but I don't know how long this will last. With the MoonCats accessories, they have backgrounds, right? This Sotheby's, I did a video on this, how this is the one that's sold at Sotheby's. Now it looks like, look, it's just like a giant backdrop. Now I'm like walking around with a portrait. Kind of goes against limitations, but that's the power of programmability in an internet. We could literally just walk around and meme things. We could do whatever we want. And I get to walk around with the Sotheby's sign. So I'm going to go back to Mr. Moo real quick and show you guys, or maybe I'll throw in the COVID cat, the one of 3 2020 cats that exist. So here we go. We got the super rare cat falling around with us, and you basically just click and hold, and you could just run, excuse me, run around of this nature. And you see everyone's little ETH names as well. So we're in this world of user customization, and you can run down here. And I think there's 3 different areas that you can actually walk into, and we'll walk down it for a little bit, but I am getting a new computer here pretty soon, so we won't have to worry about this for a little while. Right, they're the ether crystals, I believe, and you're supposed to collect all of them to get on the whitelist. Worldwide Webb is doing a land sale in 7 days from the time of this recording, and the land sale is on the 29th. So they might or might not be done by the time this releases. All right. Let me do some talking, guys. All right, it's called a Roku. What I noticed this game did, the designers, and tip my cat to them, is that, right, Roku looks like Goku. There's also like a reanimation of Morty from Rick and Morty, but it's called I think it's Marty, and that's a lot of the characters. This game is really tapping into the millennial and Gen X nostalgia from what we grew up on. Like Way Beam. Yeah. Burn address. So there's a lot of combinations. I'm just gonna mute that. There's a lot of combinations here between the cryptoverse and the animated and cartoon world that the crypto people enjoy, like Rick and Morty and Dragon Ball Z and anime and pixelation. These guys did a good job, or people, I should say. Sorry. But this really just opens my eyes. Like, right. There's Doc, which is Rick. This really just opens my eyes to the power of NFTs and cross compatibility. And MoonCats are just going to be the pet of the universe. There's only 25,000 MoonCats to go around, and it's going to be one of the biggest digital flexes in the metaverse. And now that you can actually accessorize your cats as well, it's the only MoonCats and Ponderware. They're the only team that's doing on-chain wearables. That's why you have the ability to accessorize these cats as you prefer and as you like. So you can have a rare cat, right? 2017 cat, character cat, And then you can accessorize it with some of the boutique items that are rare or more expensive or highly sought after. And it just becomes like Flexception with your pets. And during this game, you have an inventory and you go around and you collect different things. I think before I played this game on my other computer, there was like a book and crystals and keys, and it goes on. And see right there, it's like a Forgotten Ruins. I've seen some zombie punks in here. I saw a crypto dick butts as a pet, and a toad I saw as a pet. So at the end, before we get out of here, I just want to show you and propose this question to you. How many avatars are there in the NFT space? You have apes, you have punks, you have cool cats, you have pudgies, and the list just goes on and on and on, and they're launching every day. But how many pets exist? There's a Garfield cat. Who is that? Coding Panda. Props to you. You get to make the video as well. How many pets are in the metaverse? We have MoonCats. We saw toads. We've seen crypto dick butts. There's gutter rats, I think. Kennel club. What is it? Bored Ape Kennel Club. So it's very limited. Maybe 10 or so or less. Maybe the pet explosion happens once Metaverse NFT cross compatibility or interoperability really takes off. I think this game is really just one of the beginnings and one of the focal points of where we're going to see this metaverse go. And then once you go even further and you see this in a 2D web browser world, imagine in like Somnium Space or Decentraland once they go VR, and you can have your cats hanging out with you. Oh yeah, see, this is a weed thing that you could collect. You have your cats hanging out with you in your room, or they follow you around between all of the other metaverses. You can put them on your shoulder. You could turn them into a 3D model. You can accessorize them, and it only continues to grow. So I'm very, very bullish. This game really opened my eyes. I sat here and just walked around for about an hour or two yesterday, just thinking about everything that's going to happen and the future of metaverse pets. It's the Web3 play. What pet is that? I don't even know what pet that is. We're on the forefront. We're on the fringe, and I had to cover this and had to give props off to World Wide Web. You guys are absolutely crushing it. I hope your Genesis land sale just reaches max capacity and you sell everything out. You guys deserve it. And now there are more people coming into the MoonCat Discord from this, right? Some people had no idea what MoonCats were. And now in the World Wide Web Discord, there are people asking what the cats are. So just bringing a lot of attention to the metaverse pets and the cat NFTs and everything MoonCats and the lore, because they didn't transition well within the PFP wars, but they will do well in the metaverse wars. And I think, as we know, gaming is much, much larger than Twitter is, and it will only continue to explode more. Bullish on the cats. Make sure you have one, the biggest metaverse pet flex that will be out there across this next decade. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.